Welcome to Taz Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is February the 18th, and tonight will be WWE's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, or Premium Live Event. That's what they call it now. But ladies and gentlemen, we got some update for 2K23. If you guys want to know the overalls, or is that what they call it? I think so. The overalls, they are going to do a video on up, up, down, down. They're going to reveal some overalls. That's going to happen for 2K23. So that's going to happen there, if you guys want to see that. And it will be on February the 22nd. So go on that and see what was the roster's overalls. Maybe some of them will just make you mad, or not, I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, nothing with the DLC yet. No announcement of that. I think, I look at 2K22 when they announced it. The first time they announced 2K22s, it was on March 10th. So I think 2K23 will be the same thing. It will be on March, but maybe not on the same day like 2K22 was, but maybe, just maybe, it will be on March as well. Maybe it will be the beginning of March, or that weekend, who knows. It could be on the same day as AEW Revolution. I don't know. We will find out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got AEW Rampage, and we got Friday Night SmackDown. Ladies and gentlemen, the nuts went crazy for Sami Zayn. I'm just telling you guys that now, but ladies and gentlemen, we got this show. We got AEW Rampage. I forgot this show was a couple hours early, 7 o'clock in the evening. I totally forgot. But ladies and gentlemen, we had the Elite versus Top Flight and AR Fox for the Trios titles. Once again, it feels like I was just doing this match like 2 weeks ago. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, and people said it was a pretty fun match, was the Elite retaining the championships. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we had Ricky Starks will be versing Daniel Garcia in a rematch after that gauntlet match Mr. Ricky Starks did. But this time, I guess Daniel Garcia didn't have anyone to help him, so Ricky Starks gets the win. With the Elite, after the match, the House of Black came out. Well, technically, there's only 2 of them that came out. Malachi Black and Brody King. What happened to Buddy Matthews? So, and they disappeared. That's what I read. And then we had a TBS title match. Jay Cargill versus another jobber. It's somebody I don't know. It's somebody that was not even on AEW, so I didn't care. I called him jobber. Jay Cargill retains. Then we had Dustin Rhodes would be versing Isaiah Swerve Strickland. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match by DQ was Dustin Rhodes. And Dustin got beat up more, and then Swerve was about to smash the cinder block onto the head of Dustin Rhodes until Keith Lee made his return after he got beat up, and he attacked Swerve and Parker. Well, he attacked Parker more than he attacked Swerve. That's what I read. And he helped up Mr. Dustin Rhodes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got Friday Night SmackDown, and we got an interesting thing to talk about with Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had Hit Row coming out. Well, they already been out. We didn't see their entrance. And they were doing a rap, I guess, or a soundtrack, whatever that you want to call it. Making fun of Montreal, all that stuff. And then they called out any people in the back. The lights go out, and then the lights went back on. Well, technically it was still dark, but there were spotlights. With Uncle Howdy on one side of the ring, and Bray Wyatt on the other side, and B-Fab ran away, and then Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt took out the Hit Row. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time we've seen Uncle Howdy in light. And now he has this beard, and we all know who has that type of beard. And he has this black cross earring. And I do remember a certain somebody had that kind of earring before. It could be Bo Dallas. He did not take his mask off yet. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time we've seen this guy full. His face, his mask, and all that stuff. It looks like Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt might be a tag team. Because they came out and they work as a team to take out Hit Row. But Bray Wyatt, he is targeting two guys. Well, the winner of the match at Elimination Chamber between Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. He says whoever wins that match, they should run. So I'm guessing whoever wins that match, Bray Wyatt is going to attack. It doesn't matter if it's Brock Lesnar or Bobby Lashley. But it might be Bobby Lashley if we're going to see Gunther versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. But maybe that might not work. Might happen, but we don't know. Let's see what happens at the Elimination Chamber. We didn't get a lot of segments. They shown the thing that happened on the WWE's socials after SmackDown last week, where Ray and Santos exchange masks of respect. That's what luchas do, I guess. They for respect, they exchange masks. Does this mean the Gatos is face now, or is just for respect, for lucha to lucha? And then Karen Cross has some things to say to Rey Mysterio, saying that he wanted to be a father, but after he saw what Dominic and how he is acting, now Mr. Karen Cross doesn't want to be a father. And he says that what Scarlett was thinking, not Karen Cross. And he told Rey Mysterio to do something because it's TikTok, not the app. But ladies and gentlemen, we had an interesting SmackDown matches. We got Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Shotzi and Natalya. Well, I totally thought the two ladies, well, one lady, Natalya, will win this match for momentum before her match tomorrow night at the Elimination Chamber. But it didn't happen. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler wins the match. Ladies and gentlemen, then we had Sheamus and Drew McIntyre will be versing the Viking Raiders. Oh my God, it was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed this match. But the winner of that match was Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. It was a pretty decent tag team match. Even the fans says this is awesome. Then we had Asuka versus Liv Morgan with every person that's part of the Elimination Chamber watching. Carmella was on commentary. Nikki Cross was on top of the commentary table. And Michael Cole said she slobbered on him. That's just not really nice. And I guess she ruined some notes of Wade Barrett's. But the funny part is when Carmella was yelling at Wade Barrett. That was the funny part. I was hearing her. She was telling him to do his job. And she says she will do his job for him. But I always remember when people like to yell at Michael Cole. Mostly Bailey. Now Wade Barrett has Carmella doing the same thing to him. Oh my God. She told him stop being a simp. If you don't know what a simp is, maybe you should ask somebody else. Because I don't know what that means sometimes. I guess it's like drooling over a girl or being like overwhelming with a girl. I don't know. It's something with a girl and you're simping. It's a new word, a new slang for the younger people that they say. I think it's another thing that boys do. I think girls do it too. I think so. But she says that she's married and she thinks it's weird. Poor Wade Barrett. Oh my god, poor Wade Barrett. Then we had Asuka winning the match against Liv Morgan. It was a pretty decent match. And ladies and gentlemen, Asuka wins. Good job for her. And then everybody of the Elimination Chamber competitors attack each other, did their finishers to knock each other out. But the last two standing was Asuka and Liv Morgan in the ring. And now we're going to see who's going to be the last woman standing to verse Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. Then we had Gunther will be versing Madcap Moss for the Intercontinental title. It was an okay match. The fans wasn't really into this match. I wasn't really into this match. Madcap Moss is great talent, but the guy needs more wins and more cheers. That people didn't really care for him that very much after he left the tag team with him and Happy Corbin, or Baron Corbin now. So he needs to try to get more wins because he got a lot of losses and he's not really a big baby face yet. So maybe that's why. But it was a pretty decent match. Not bad. But Gunther retains. He's still the champion. Good congrats to him. Then we had the moment of truth that the fans want. Sami Zayn coming home. Well, Sammy been home for a while. He been doing charity work for the Montreal and all that stuff. He even went to the big game in Montreal. But ladies and gentlemen, Sami Zayn came out with his old theme song. I love the theme song, the Ole Ole one that he had in NXT, and he had it in main roster as well. But ladies and gentlemen, he came out to that. And the fans went nuts. They've been cheering. They said, you deserve it. They're chanting Sammy. They said, F a Roman. I knew that they could say that on TV. I thought they were going to censor that. But they didn't. But they did an F-bomb on live television to Roman Reigns. Oh my God, guys, They didn't let Roman to come out tonight, last night on SmackDown, but when he comes to the Elimination Chamber tonight, he's going to get booed out of the building. If they could say the F word to Roman Reigns, what in the hell you guys think they're going to do when Roman shows up to Montreal? Well, oh my God, it's going to be like John Cena at ECW. When he versed Rob Van Dam. It's going to be like that. But this time, they're going to be chanting Sammy, not Rob Van Dam. They're going to be booing Roman Reigns, not John Cena. But ladies and gentlemen, it took a long time. Sammy was just listening to everybody chanting. But ladies and gentlemen, Sammy did say that Roman is fighting not just Sammy, but he is fighting the whole city of Montreal. And he says that Roman is going down from Sami Zayn. Nothing happened. Nobody attacked because the Usos has a problem in Montreal. I don't know what happened to Solo. I think Solo just shows up when Roman shows up, or the Usos. So there was no point for Solo to show up if Roman wasn't going to show up, or the Usos. There was no Paul Heyman either. So, we will see Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman at Elimination Chamber. But if you guys didn't see last week, now Paul Heyman is getting the same thing with Sammy. Because remember when Sammy grabbed Paul Heyman and then he went in the backstage to talk to Jimmy, he says, why you didn't come out to help me? I thought we were family, and looks like he is not family. He is not Samoan. He doesn't have the same last name. But I thought they were family. But remember, Jimmy Uso was more worried of Jey Uso coming to defend the tag team titles. So we will find out what's going to happen there. Will Paul Heyman get involved in the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, and he gets hurt, and Roman doesn't save Paul Heyman? And maybe Paul Heyman will be like Sami and second thinking of Roman Reigns. Remember what Sami told Jey Uso? He's going to do the same thing what he did to me, to you. He's going to use you. So is he using everybody in the bloodline to keep his title? Kevin Owens did not show up on SmackDown, but Solo, I don't think Solo has a problem with the police in Montreal. He could be coming in and trying to help, and Kevin Owens going to come and help Sami. We don't know. There's a lot of things that's going to happen here, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping it's not a squash match. This is Triple H. When Sami had a shot at the Universal Championship before, that was Vince McMahon making that match. Not Triple H. Triple H, even with Madcap Moss and Gunther, that was a decent amount of time for a match. We haven't seen a lot of short matches while Triple H is the head of creative. But with Vince McMahon, there was a lot of short matches. But Triple H could make this thing a good match between Roman and Sami. Like, Roman and Kevin Owens could be a squash match at the Royal Rumble, but it wasn't. It was a long, decent time of a match. And I'm hoping this will be a decent time of a match to have fun, to get excited, get entertained. Because we're getting the hell of a entertain of Sami and his babyface run. He's the biggest babyface right now because what he's doing. I don't know. I got nothing else. But ladies and gentlemen, in other words, more updates. Carl Fredericks, the New Japan Pro Wrestling guy, will be making his debut, I believe, tonight at NXT Level Up, but with a new name. Of course, that's going to happen. And ladies and gentlemen, we heard that WWE is interested to sign Kenny Omega to WWE. But I don't think that's going to ever happen. I don't think Kenny is like Cody Rhodes. I don't think Kenny is going to leave AEW. And maybe he will leave AEW when his contract expires. But I don't think he's going to be like Cody Rhodes and jump ship right away. Jay White, he's supposed to be in New Japan Pro Wrestling, but he has one more match with Eddie Kingston. And I believe that's tomorrow night as well, or tonight. I don't remember. But it should be, I believe it should be the same event as Mercedes Moné versus Kari for the Women's Championship. I think it's the same event. Right? I don't know anything about New Japan Pro Wrestling. I don't know how many events they do every single day, but I believe it's on the same events. And they did have a stipulation that if Eddie wins, Jay White cannot wrestle at New Japan Pro Wrestling ever again. So that means he could be coming to Impact. He did wrestle on Impact once. He could be on AEW. He wrestled on AEW once. Or he could be coming to WWE. He never wrestled in WWE. But there is a New Japan Pro Wrestling guy already that jumped ship to WWE. And that's Carl Fredericks. Jay White could do the same thing. Triple H just had Dragon Lee jump ship to WWE. But he has his own problems, so he can't make his debut. So we have to wait until he does get his debut. What else? Any more updates? Oh yeah, Vince McMahon wants $9 billion to sell WWE. $9 billion. I don't have that type of money. Jeez. $9 billion to sell WWE. He will sell somebody WWE if he could get $9 billion. Well, it is a big company. It is a big company that was there for years, for decades. So it's a lot of things, and I guess you keep the wrestlers as well if it's going to stay as a wrestling company. Whoever buys it. But ladies and gentlemen, I believe that's all the updates. I believe so. Even on 2K23, there's no more updates. Maybe tomorrow they will have some updates that I could tell you guys about. But right now, there's no updates. I just know they're going to be overall revealing. That's going to happen on Wednesday. But I believe that's it. I believe so. So that's going to happen there. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow or tonight for Elimination Chamber results. That's all for me today. Time's out. Bye.